Assalamu alaikum everyone. Welcome to my session with Mrs. Asma Farral. In this session, inshallah, we will talk about the difference between the past simple and the present perfect tense. In last session, we talked about the form for the simple past and the present perfect tense. Okay, this is the form for the present perfect, and this is the form for the past simple. Today, inshallah, we will talk about when I can use the past simple in situation and when I can use the present perfect in another situation. Look at this example. Asma learned English. Asma has learned English. Any sentence about me. I am English teacher now. So Asma has learned English. This is about me. Why? Because the present perfect expresses about the relation between the subject and the action. The subject and the action. But the past simple shows not relation between the subject and the action. لو انا قلت اسماء learned English عمري ما اكون هقصد نفسي لاني انا كده هيعتبر مش شغاله English teacher. لكن لما اقول اسماء has learned English هتفهموا على طول ان انا اقصد نفسي، لان انتوا كده فهمتوا من ال present perfect tense ان في علاقه بين اسماء وبين دراستها للانجليش. بالظبط زي مثلا هقول لو قلنا معلومه الاول the street is wet. يا ترى أي جملة هنستخدمها؟ It rained or it has rained. The street is wet. Okay? So I will use it has rained. Why? Because there is effect for raining. There is effect. في تأثير للمطرة على الأجواء اللي لسه موجودة حاليا. The street is wet. So I will use it has rained. يبقى احنا بنستخدم ال present perfect tense عشان تعبر عن حدث already ليه تأثير علينا في الوقت الحالي. Okay, look at this slide. I use the simple past for action that happened in the past is over or is done, but the present perfect for action still true today. Still true today. Another example. We have known each other for 2 weeks now. We have known each other for 2 weeks now. Okay. So, can you marry? Can you marry in the future? Yes. Yes, this boy can marry this girl. Why? Because when I said we have known each other for 2 weeks. But when I say we knew each other 2 weeks ago. Okay. Can they marry in the future? No. Why? Because we knew this is in the past. على طول هتفهموا ان العلاقه بينهم انتهت لان انا بتكلم في ال past simple. لكن انا خليتها هنا في ال past في ال present perfect عشان تعرفوا ان في امل انهم ممكن يتجوزوا في المستقبل. So look at the timeline in the next slide. The relation happened in the past 2 weeks ago. But when I say that we have known the relation still today 2 weeks for 2 weeks. This is in the present perfect. So in the future they can marry in the future. They can marry in the future. Okay. Look at here. Yesterday, last Saturday, last week, last month ago, when I was in 1990, past days. This is the keyword is for past simple. but recently, lately, since, for, so far. This is the keywords for the present perfect. دي الحاجة التانية اللي ممكن نفرق بينها وبين ال present perfect وال past simple. keywords لكل tense منهم. في ال simple past بستخدم yesterday, last Saturday, last week, last month, last year, ago, when I was, past date, any past date. But in the present perfect, I use recently, lately, already, just, yet. Can you remember that? Since, so far. كل الكلمات دي اتكلمنا عنها قبل كده. Also, I use the present perfect to say that something happened sooner than expected. Sooner than expected. حاجة حصلت في الوقت القريب جدا أكتر من توقعنا. For example, don't forget to mail that letter. Don't forget. اوعى تنسى. اوعى تنسى ان انت تبعت ده انا لسه حالا بعته. I've already mailed it. I've already mailed it. ممكن طبعا نحذف already واستخدم مكانها just. I've just mailed it. Look at the slide. Ma'am, have you finished cooking dinner yet? Have you finished cooking dinner yet? Yes, boys, I've just made your favorite. كلهم زعلانين جعانين، دخلت عليهم بتجري وقالت لهم I've just made your favorite. لأن هنا استخدمت ال present perfect لحدث already حصل بس إيه؟ في القريب العاجل recently. Okay, just عشان كده استخدمت just كون. Okay, and we talked about never and ever. I use ever in the question, yes, and I use never in negative. Never, I've never visited London, but someday I hope to travel there. We use present perfect to say that we have never done something at any time in the past, but I hope to do this action in the future. Okay, and I use this is first time. This expression, we use it in the present perfect tense. Please remember that because I will use it in the right. Okay. Have you ever played tennis? No, I've never played before, but I would like to learn. Ever, never, before main verb. بستخدمهم الاثنين قبل الفعل الأساسي. Ever, never, already, just. كل ده بستخدمه قبل الفعل الأساسي للجملة. اوكي. الجزئية الثانية المهمة اللي بيخليني بستخدم present perfect وابعد عن ال past simple لما يكون عندي او ان انا اكون ناسيه امتى حصل الحدث ده. Look at here. When the action happened in the past, but I can't remember when this action happened. So I will use the present perfect tense. For example, I've been to America. I've been to America. I went to America 10 years ago. When I know that the time, I use the past simple. But when I forget the time for the action, I will use the present perfect tense. Okay? دي كانت أهم النقاط اللي ممكن أفرق فيها في ال present perfect tense وال past simple tense. Now, please, let's go to do exercise. Okay, Kim, please. When I was child, I swim a lot. When I was child, this is in the what? In the past. So swim. I will say I have swum or I swam. Yes, I will say swam. Why? Because I was in the past simple. Okay, number 2. So far this week, we space study a lot. We studied or we have studied? Yes, we have studied. We have studied. Why? Mhm. Yes, because so far this week have studied. Yes. They will be very sick recently. Recently. Yes, here recently in the present perfect. So I will say has been. Okay. Number 4. I space have a terrible headache yesterday. Yesterday. Have. The past simple from have, had. Okay. I had a terrible headache yesterday. When I use the present perfect in this sentence, I will use what? Have. I will say have. I have had. I have had. Yes. Okay, number 5. It's space rain a lot lately. Lately. Yes, it has rained. It has rained. Okay. They space get married 10 years ago. Ago? Yes. In the past, so I will use got. Got married 10 years ago. I been to Palpo Park many times. I use what? Be. I have been. I have been. Yes. Okay. I have been. Okay. Now, please, let's go quickly to rewrite. This is very, very very important. This question, I haven't seen Mary for 8. Can you use so in the sentence? I haven't seen Mary for 8. Yes, I will delete haven't seen. This is a present perfect. And I will delete 4. I will say it's eats 4. 4 or what? No, 4. Since. Since I saw. Yes, I haven't seen Mary for 8. It's 8 since I was. I saw married. Why? Because I can use since with the past simple tense. Okay, after since, past simple tense. Number 2, she last saw Mary 3 years ago. Use has. She last saw Mary 3 years ago. I will delete last and I will delete ago. But I will change the sentence to negative, present perfect in negative. So I will say, she hasn't. She hasn't. She hasn't seen from so, seen, Mary for 3 years. اوكي، يبقى عندي لما بتيجي last في الجملة بحذف last وبحول جملتي ل negative in the present perfect، وبحذف طبعا ago لأنها خاصة بالpast simple وبستخدم مكان منها for وبعدها 3 years ago أو any period time. اوكي، آخر جملة هنقولها دلوقتي she started to study English 3 years ago. She started. This is in the past. So I will delete this and I will delete ago. I will say she has studied English for 3 years. Okay. هي بدأت تدرس انجلش من 3 سنين. هيكون نفس الجملة دي، مش هحولها خلاص للنيجاتيف، هتبقى هي درست انجلش من 3 سنين، ادانا نفس المعنى. لكن لما قلت هي آخر مرة شافت ماري كان من 3 سنين، يبقى هي ما شافتهاش من 3 سنين. اوكي، عشان كده انا محتاج ان انا احولها للنيجاتيف. اوكي، she has studied English for 3 years. بقية الأسئلة إن شاء الله هشوفها معاكم في الهومورك الحصة الجاية بإذن الله. Any question please on WhatsApp. Now goodbye and good luck. Thank you. السلام عليكم.